So, guys, considering the situation of Ademola Lookman at Atlanta right now, I think he could be the answer to what we are looking for in that left flank. Remember, Barcelona needs a natural left winger. We need someone that will, naturally boss that wing. Rafinha has been the one, playing that role, bossing that role. We need a natural left winger, and I think Ademola Lookman, considering the conditions, the atmosphere surrounding him at Atlanta right now, I think he's going to be the answer to what we are looking for in that left flank. Barcelona needs a possible number 9 and a possible left winger, and this is a perfect situation. It's a perfect situation to launch a purchasing attack on Lookman during the summer. Because if you check what he said in his statement, there was this part that made me to understand that a lot has been going on. He said, in truth, I have dealt with many difficult moments during my time here, the majority of which I have never spoken about, because in my opinion, the team must always be protected and must come first. This makes what happened last night even more hurtful. So you could clearly see that a lot has actually been happening. Ademola Lookman has actually been dealing with a lot, and he has been protecting the club amidst all this. So it is safe to say that Lookman is not well celebrated at Atlanta, despite the fact that he is their talisman, he is their difference maker, and that is very much disappointing. It means he is not completely happy at Atlanta. He's having a lot to deal with, and he prefers to protect the club instead of voicing out. And I feel this is the best moment to launch a purchasing attack on Lookman, because it is one thing to be a club's talisman, a club's star man, balling out your heart, playing your best, doing your best. And it is another thing not being recognized, not being appreciated as much as you deserve. As much as you deserve. It is very hurtful. And then one moment you make a mistake, they lash out on you. The only moment you make a mistake, they lash out on you. We also saw this same situation with Osimhen. Osimhen had the same similar situation where he missed a penalty, and I think things went south from that moment. Things went south from that moment. The Napoli social media, I think their TikTok social media made a joke of Osimhen. And Osimhen also, won the Scudetto for Napoli, and he was not celebrated as much as he deserved. So I think this is one thing about African players in Europe. One thing about African players in Europe, if not in just Serie A, they are not being celebrated enough. I can't think of more than one player that is balling out his heart for his club, like he's the star man of his club, and he's getting the applaud that he deserves. He's getting the appreciation that he deserves. I think the only African player I can think of right now that is the star man of the club he plays for, and he's been appreciated as much as he deserves, is Mohamed Salah. I can't think of any other African player. Only Mohamed Salah. Liverpool appreciates him as much as he pours out his heart for Liverpool. I can't remember any other player. Napoli did not celebrate Osimhen enough. He was not celebrated enough. We all saw what happened. The glory instead went to Kvaratskhelia. So I think in this situation, Lookman can be lured to Barcelona, considering this atmosphere around him in Atlanta right now. In the summer, I would actually love it if Barcelona takes this as one of their priorities to lure Lookman to the club. Barcelona is non-discriminatory. We don't discriminate. We treat our players equally. So he's going to have a good life, in Barcelona. He's going to have a good life in Barcelona, and he's going to be appreciated as much as he deserves. Maybe he might come to Barcelona and not be our star man because we have lots of talent, but he's going to equally be appreciated. We appreciate every of our player. That is one thing with Barcelona. One thing with Barcelona is that every of our players, as long as you're playing well, you're balling out your heart, we will appreciate you. Yeah, it's normal that when you don't play well, we tend to lash out on you. It's normal. But that is not with hate. We still do it with love. So I just feel this is a perfect situation, a perfect timing for Barcelona to launch a purchasing attack on Lookman during the summer. Because Clearly, a lot has been going on with this young man at Atlanta, and he's not voicing out. He's protecting the club's image, over himself. So I don't know what you guys think. For me, I think if Ademola Lookman can come to the club, I will be the happiest man. And then we now look for a possible number 9. Thank you.